When is Brock Lesnar returning? I hate to say I've been tired of this question, but yeah, I've been tired. I will admit to you right off the bat, I was a Brock Lesnar girly. I have a ton of memorabilia and shirts and loved getting under the skin of those who didn't like him back in the day. His evolution into Cowboy Brock was by far my favorite version of him. He was just so calm and jovial in a way that I haven't seen in years. I know we're still getting to know each other, but the way I approach and discuss things tends to shy away from the typical verbiage others pass around on social media for the sake of sharing opinions and recycling misinformation online. Please take that into consideration when listening to me discuss this from a purely outside and storyline perspective. I do try to stay away from reports of who's in talks with who, but I watch weekly WWE television just like the rest of you, and I absolutely did clock the multiple references and mentions of a certain beast and those who have taken down said beast. A couple weeks ago, I didn't point it out in any of my clips because it's been such a touchy subject with a lot of opinions attached to it and no real information. I don't always feel the need to point out the things I notice, but I made a point to talk about it on the stream after the fact. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but these kinds of hints usually aren't just thrown around for nothing, and I typically pick up on them. When The Rock was rumored to be coming back, we heard the clues and hints dropped on commentary, and we even heard them before CM Punk actually showed up. So the question gets harder and the plot thickens. When, where, and why will Brock Lesnar return? The last we saw of Brock Lesnar was August of 2023, SummerSlam Detroit. I was actually there and one of the few people in my section that was rooting for Brock. Cody versus Brock was easily one of my favorite matches of the night, and it laid the groundwork for how important Cody Rhodes is. Brock Lesnar shook Cody's hand at the close of the match, a supposedly unplanned show of respect from the Beast towards the American Nightmare. Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes both made mention to a beast on Raw, which is what sparked the rumors of a return looming, but really the rumors had been sparking long before that as well. But where does Brock Lesnar fit when it comes to what's going on within the WWE currently? I feel like the main plot that WWE centers around right now is definitely the bloodline and others' involvement within the bloodline. But Brock Lesnar's show of respect towards Cody last summer could definitely indicate that he would have Cody's back should Cody need it. The question then becomes, who comes after Cody for the WWE Championship next? Would Brock aid him in defeating The Rock, Roman Reigns, or someone else? Maybe Brock doesn't return to help anyone at all. Crown Jewel is quickly approaching in a couple weeks, and in the past, it's been a show where big stars are likely to appear or show up. Could Brock arrive in Saudi for the huge pop and maybe lay out the winner of the Crown Jewel Championship, raising that big-ass title above his head just for shits and giggles? We definitely established in the last run of Brock's career that he doesn't need a mouthpiece in the way Paul Heyman had been for him previously. I like throwing ideas and scenarios at the wall that other people like to tell me don't make sense or could never happen, but what is the likelihood that Brock Lesnar would return as a favor to Paul Heyman for Paul's years of loyalty and come to the aid of the OTC? I know Brock and Roman have their history and differences, but it's a connection that I can't just overlook. If they truly are bringing Brock back, wouldn't you want to see some kind of interaction between him and Paul Heyman just for old time's sake? Looking to the future as well, outside of just the bloodline, we have the retirement tour of John Cena in 2025 that could stir up plenty of feuds and stories that not only involve John himself, but could also mix in Cody and plenty of other legends and ghosts of Brock Lesnar's past. At the end of the day, we're wrestling fans. We like to speculate, and even when we think we've got it 100% right, there's always the possibility we could be wrong. I feel like every single PLE or Bloodline segment lately, multiple people are predicting the return of Brock and inserting him into all kinds of championship match interferences. For all we know, Brock is showing up at the Rumble and taking the title from Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Again, I stay away from official dirt sheets and reports for the most part, so if there's been something actually leaked, I don't know about it. But use your creative minds. Let me know what you think about a Brock Lesnar return and where you'd like to see him inserted. Or if you don't want to see see him at all. Just a reminder, I am live on YouTube and Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern for live watch-alongs of Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. Please make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube. You can follow all of my other socials for updates. I am trying to release more weekly wrestling content, and I'm trying to sprinkle in some other stuff as well. As always, thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate you. If you are new to me, stick around. I've got more coming.